Let's draw a cute cat in Procreate. You'll get a free drawing guide, brushes, and a color palette to follow along. I'll guide you step by step and share helpful tips and tricks, secret techniques, and Procreate features I use all the time. To follow along with me, you can download a free file that includes a detailed palette, a reference image, a canvas, a guide, and a paper texture. My patrons get access to a more detailed guide, exclusive lessons, and the full set of brushes. 3 of those brushes are also available for free to everyone, and those are the ones I'll be using in this lesson. Let's create a new layer and pick this color. Next, we'll select Signature Graphite. Choose a comfortable brush size and start by drawing the outline of the shape. I like to use Signature for the eraser too. Increase the brush size to fill the shape. Let's fill the background and create a new layer for the cat's face. Start by drawing the outline, then use Autofill to fill the shape. Now create a new layer, pick this color, and use pastel pencil. It's easy to draw with and reacts to pressure. Press harder for more texture. Tap the layer and select Clipping Mask. To make it stronger, duplicate the layer, then merge them. We can make the outline more interesting and add variations with the eraser and by mixing brushes. I mix just one brush here, changing its size, which adds variety to the texture. Draw the nose with pastel pencil, then make the shape stronger. I'll duplicate this layer twice. To make the line neat, use the eraser, thin the ends, then densify the shape. To draw the whiskers, draw a line and hold for a second. Procreate will make a smooth line for us that we can rotate. To change the color quickly, go to Value, adjust the color slightly, and fill the layer. Duplicate the whiskers layer to make them stronger, then duplicate again. Turn on snapping and move them to the other side. To draw the cheeks, turn on Symmetry first. Go to Canvas, enable Drawing Guide, tap Edit Drawing Guide, choose Symmetry, and hit Done. To hide the center line, turn off the Drawing Guide toggle. We can draw the cheeks with Hazy Graphite or Signature Graphite. They give different textures, so you can use them depending on the mood. Create a new layer for the chin, pick a color, and draw a line with pastel pencil. Blush pencil will be a good choice here too. Now let's draw the eyes. Pick a color, tap the layer, and select Draw and Assist for symmetry. Signature Graphite is the best here. Create a new layer, pick the next color, and draw a rough circle. Hold for a moment. Procreate will make a perfect circle for us. Simply choose Circle from the 2 options above. Now let's duplicate it. Pick the next color, fill it, and make it smaller. Create a new layer for highlight, then in the Value tab, set saturation to 0 and brightness to 100. Draw the highlight and lower the layer's opacity. We'll duplicate each of these layers, select them, and move them to the top. Now let's move them to the left and merge the layers to save space. Tap the layer and choose Clipping Mask, and do the same here. Create a new layer for shadows and apply Clipping Mask. Lower brightness to 0, increase signature size, and draw the shadow. To draw the ears, create a new layer under the raincoat layer. Create a new layer, apply Clipping Mask, pick a color, and use pastel pencil. Let's create a new layer for the cat's paws above the raincoat layer and move the reference for easier drawing. Place the reference where you want and lock the layer again. If Autofill fills the whole canvas, just swipe your pencil left. To quickly change the shape, I usually use Distort or Warp. Let's draw Paws, and then move on to the snail. We don't need to be precise, draw outside the lines, then erase extra parts. Sometimes layers are in the wrong place. In these cases, we just select them and move them. Here a clip-in mask applied automatically, so I'll undo it. To draw a leaf, let's make a big shape first, then erase the extra. When making a cut in the leaf, switch between brush and eraser. For lines, we'll use pastel pencil and thin the ends with the eraser. To draw the snail's face, draw the eye first, duplicate it, then merge the layers. Create a new layer for the eyebrow, and use the eraser to get needed shape. I'll also use deformation here a bit. Let's draw the mouth the same way. Draw the shape, and then erase extra. After that, we'll merge all these layers. To draw the spiral, create a new layer, apply clip-in mask, pick a color, and draw with pastel pencil. To draw lines on the cat's head, we'll apply clip-in mask, pick a color, and draw with signature graphite. Let's add lines to the raincoat. Pick a color and use pastel pencil. Plush pencil would be even better here. To draw a leaf in the cat's pocket, create a new layer above the raincoat lines. Now let's pick a color and use signature graphite. Draw the shape and adjust it with brush and eraser. You can also deform it if needed. For the raincoat buttons, pick the same color used for the snail. We've got many green shades in the palette here. Switch between them while drawing. You can use pastel pencil, but creamy graphite works best. Add more elements to the scene gradually to make it more interesting. Now let's draw mushrooms. Create a new layer so grass stays in front. We'll use signature graphite here. With deformation, we can quickly try different proportions. Now let's create a new layer and draw the pattern with pastel pencil. In such cases, you don't need to draw the same object repeatedly. Just duplicate it. I'll use pastel pencil to lightly draw the plant's shape. Then make the lines stronger. Clean them with eraser and fill in the leaves. Now let's add some plants behind the cat and draw the rain. We'll pick a color and use signature graphite to draw a drop. Now let's use the eraser, deform it or rotate it, lower the opacity, and duplicate as many times as needed. Let's add some volume now. Create a new layer above the raincoat, apply clip-in mask, pick a color, and add volume with signature graphite. Now let's create a new layer under the cat's headlines, pick a color, and add shadows around the eyes. To add details to the cat's paws, we'll create a new layer, apply clip-in mask, and use pastel pencil for lines. If you like drawing cats, I have another tutorial where I show you how to draw a summer cat with a ladybug. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss new tutorials on my channel. Thanks for watching, see you soon!